A new surprise copper update in the new Minecraft Bedrock preview has just arrived, only yesterday. And there's quite a few updates to a previous wanted armor. For example, we have the copper armor now, which can be crafted using copper ingots, as well as this copper sword, don't mind the allay over there, which also has all its weapon variants, which I'll show you right now. And so we have the new copper armor, which is in between stone and iron. It has higher durability than stone, but is weaker than iron. The following weapons also have the same properties, being better than stone, but worse than iron. So, being copper the most abundant ore, it would be pretty useful, especially since there's just so much of it. We also have the shovel and the hoe variants. Now, along with these new tools, we also have the new chests. The waxed and unwaxed copper chests. Now, as you can see, I've been in this world quite a while, so I do need to replace the copper and exposed copper chests right here, which can be found in the not copper tab, the chest tab. And as you can see, they do oxidize over time, so you will need to wax it using honeycomb. And of course, you can always unwax these chests using an axe by right-clicking. And they also have a really nice sound, which I quite like. Now, that's not even the main thing, as we also have the new copper golem, which is going to be attached to these chests, and I'll explain later. Now, there is a bug where, as you can see, if I place down this blue and then we have the orange, when I destroy the second one, it just turns into the double chest variant. So hopefully they fix that. It's completely normal, it just changes its oxidation, which is kind of annoying. Like, the blue just turns into a normal copper chest. That's just not good. But as you can see behind me, as I just spoiled, we have the copper golems. So, how do you make them? How do you get them? Well, you can get all these different variants using the appropriate oxidized copper, as well as the waxed copper variants, and it's simply by putting a carved pumpkin, not a normal pumpkin, but a carved pumpkin either here. I'll just show you. You can either put here, 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 here on all sides, or the top, or the bottom, I'm pretty sure, but I haven't checked that. And if we do that, you can see the copper golem spawns with his own chest. Get away. And so, yeah. And if we spawn it on top, he will spawn on top. Very small. And he has a cute little animation when he opens a chest. Pretty nice. And you can do something like this because the copper golem actually checks for items in the nearest copper chest, and will try to put it into a chest that already has that item. However, I've set the system up where when it puts these chests inside this chest, the locked hopper from this redstone clock here unlocks the hopper and it sends it back to its copper chest, so the copper golem is infinitely just slaving away. Yep. Don't know if there's a use for that, but okay. Now, of course, as I mentioned earlier, all their supposed variants, however, the copper golem spawn egg only spawns the normal copper variant, while you do have to spawn in the exposed, weathered, and very oxidized variants. Very oxidized? Is that the copper? And as you can see, if I grab the oxidized copper, there you go. Now, copper armor, similar to the gold and iron armor, now can also be smelted, similar to how the iron and gold armor can be smelted into iron, not ingots, but nuggets. And as you can see, you can also enchant it just like any normal armor. This is what it looks like. My glint speed and shimmering isn't that high, but that's basically what it looks like. And as you can see, if I put it in a furnace, it will actually smelt into the new item, a copper nugget. So if we just wait a little bit, then we have this copper nugget, which in the creative inventory isn't actually like put in properly. It's just sitting at the bottom next to the trial keys, but they just added it. I'm sure they'll fix that. And as you can see, we also get the iron nugget from the armor and the gold nugget from the armor, which you can do also with the tools if you're familiar with piglin farms. And if you're in doubt, yes, the copper nuggets can be crafted into a copper ingot, like so, just like how iron nuggets and gold nuggets can be crafted into ingots. And as well, armor, similar to gold and iron. And that is basically it for this very surprisingly unexpected update to the copper and the introduction to the copper golem from a while back. So hopefully this will be useful. It definitely gives copper a better use, but will actually be useful? I'm not too sure. But hey, at least we got the copper armor that all modders have been like creating because of how abundant and useless it tends to be, other than the trial chambers. And hopefully the copper golem will be useful for new item sorting methods, which could be more compact. And that's it for me. Goodbye.